I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
Boom.
Here's how Raju made it happen at Aquafunded. Raju paid...
Andrew Thompson. Oh, yes. Late again, boy. To be fair, JT, I don't even know what is... what's occurring with them. They seem to play... Do they play every Thursday night now or something? What the fucking hell's going on with that? 4:10. Still 19 minutes to go, though, isn't it, JT? Jokes. I joke. I kid. I'm aware that the games are less. The Wizard always arrives on point, on cue. So tonight we've gone, to be fair. But before we do that, to be fair, yes, Ena, what's good, big man? How Ena, my guy. Before we do that, as we all know, there ain't nobody down round here. Get that badger in and on and over here. We had to move back to get his greatness in. His greatness sometimes flails. Sometimes, sometimes you think, like, is he as great as he's once been? And then you've got to go, well, shit is as shit does. Every day can't be your best day, can it? So you've just got to sort of roll with the punches and go, the badger does his damn best. Because to be fair to Badge just sort of provides, doesn't he? He turns up as best he can in all moments. He's there. He's loud. He's proud. Well, he's not loud. He's proud, though. He's definitely proud. Yes, Ena getting the love he rightly deserves. The van's still... the footwell is still an issue. I simply must confess. But Ena getting the love there that he deserves. Let's give Ena some love. All hail the badger. And you know it. So we've gone with the Estrella Galacia, which is a Caverso lager. Nobody knows what that means. But what we do know, the reason why we buy it is because it says Estrella and it's 4.7. So it has to be of a level of decency. And to be fair, I'm being a bit of a fraud. So we try to be as real as we can round here. But I have drunk it before, so I know I kind of like it, which I feel fraudulent in that sense. But fuck it, life's a fraud, isn't it? Life is what you make till you make it. In presence of the badger, Andrew Thompson. I'd make a loud noise into her, but it's inappropriate. Hi, man, Ena. Yes, Pat Dunn. Badger is just in the wings watching like Ena. The badger is always about... Can you imagine as well? Because you've got to, if you become your inner Ena, so the badger, I mean, not that Ena's in my room whenever I'm like just doing whatever I'm doing. So it's like, just to be absolutely clarify. But I'd be in the room and the badger's not necessarily, and this is not Ena, please don't get this twisted. I'm not saying you're like, I'm watching videos and there's many different videos I watch in here. Ena just approaches. Oh God. The scenario has quite quickly changed. When the badger arrives, you go, Jesus Christ, no, this is not what it looks like. But I don't particularly know where that came from, but that footwear was a health and safety issue, says Marks, Whitey Whites. Well, to be fair, it got everybody talking, didn't it? And we're just here to make sure everybody's more than well aware of what's occurring. So, is that right, Andrew? Caversa. Caversa means free lager or free beer, or it's the Spanish for beer, but to me it says free. And this feels free now because I bought it like last week, so it's forgotten about. Yes, Anthony Calorie. Everybody's having a fucking ding dong out there. Proper. Are we bothered? Do we just have to go in? Can we go into games being a competitive football club and stop shitting our pants that Fulham that were once in our wings, once our absolute bitch boys? Do we have to go like, oh, Fulham have this, and we don't have Perry, potentially don't have Perry. So let's have a, we've all heard the rumours, haven't we? Perry ain't available. He's out for 2 weeks or whatever. He's out for 2 games. Heaven forbid. The most mental thing is fucking Meslier Santos potentially back in the fold, isn't he? And I'm here for it, and you know it, Everyone's going, he's fucking on it, black. He'll be on the bench. He hasn't been anywhere near the side. He will be on the bench, won't he? So we've got the absolute correct spelling on the Dubry there. So on the Dubry, another centre back, another edgy. Brett89 says, I reckon either 0-0 or 1-0 Fulham. We never go 1-0 Fulham, Brett. If you don't know that by now, you never knew. 0-0 I'll take. 1-1. I think Fulham will score. So in order for us to get something, it's 1-1 in it. When then we go, you have to start creating stuff in open play. Like, yeah, I think it's possible. I think we can do. We're in a position where we can actually create some chances. I think we need to give the squad a little bit of time myself. And it's not, I don't mean in terms of like what we have at our disposal. I mean more, I just think we need a few games before we actually start working out what is going on, like what day it is. I don't see any reason why we can't have a good run of games where we're a few games in and we're looking decent, or we start creating chances, start finding little formulas. Nonto getting forward, Dan James, as I keep saying, will have his day. His day in the sun. He's not a bad footballer. He's better than Championship level, whether or not he's top Premier League level. He's not. But Man U at one point scum signed him, so there has to be something to be said. Nonto, we're getting talked about by Gary Neville, saying this is like elite level football playing. I don't know. Yes, Bash Bates. Evening all. Greetings from Portugal. Sorry for the absence. I've been donking a Leicester fan. She's lovely. Bash Bates. What do we do about that? What do we raise for that? We've got this that I got about a week ago because I was starving and I saw different. So I can raise this. Any bitch who've been bonking gets the grenade high protein, low sugar approval. So now that's gonna have to become a feature. That's been there I'd say about 6 days. It's a white chocolate cookie flavour, and that is whenever we bonking a lass from Leicester. She's so lovely. It doesn't have to be from Leicester, to be fair. It's just any woman, anywhere. Perfect. Yes, Bash Bates. Also, hang on a minute. Are you banging that bird from Leicester from Portugal, or have you greeting evening all? Sorry for the absence. Have you been where? And we need more. I think I need more details, Bash Bates. Just because are you banging in Portugal a Leicester bird that you've just met, or are you banging have you not been on the channel for a bit because you're banging a bird from Leicester and she's got your full attention and you live in Portugal? Both things are absolutely fine. I don't actually, let me work out which one I think's better. I'll work it out once we feel more details. Yes, Pete Booth. Thank you for the think you are overweight with them tins in Stig of the Dump. That's where he lives, you know. That's why we're holding the Stig down in there. So Mark B, I think you know me well enough to know we're definitely googling BN Henshaw. BN Henshaw meaning. Well done, good job, well made. It's a beautiful thing. Gates up, Mighty Whites. Gates up. The traditional Stig. Think we'll win Saturday, Jack. Gates up. Yes, AO, what's good? Jack, you missed the underlap. Farker's getting sacked. Going to the new Leeds manager. And we go back to playing 1980s Italian style of soccer. Whatever keeps us up, though, innit, AO? You know, we've got to get rid of Farker just because Nuno's become available. So, and now's not the time, is it? We all have to go, oh, no. You know, we've got the American guy that thinks I'm a toddler. Says, oh, guys, not right now. Let's not do the Nuno stuff right now. And that. All right, well, we'll all get to say it when you're ready for us to say it, won't we? But up until then, you know, it's like, no, come on, let's not do the Nuno stuff. If we lose at weekend and lose next week, best believe that American fella. We need a name for him. We've got Voldemort and the American fella. And then he's in, and then it's like, no. Obviously not in a Yorkshire accent, but he'll be all over it. And then it's like, we'll revert back to that tweet where you were like, guys, it's embarrassing for the club. Like, I think you agree with me more than you disagree, but he's obviously just a pecker, so it's unfortunate. It's impossible to talk to a pecker. You can talk to a pecker, but whether or not it sort of responds back is a different thing, innit? I don't know. Americans dish you in a weird way as well, unless you're like Eminem or something. Which people also, that's what I mean with like the American dishes. Sometimes they'll go like, "Who's just fucking Eminem? He thinks he's Eminem or something like that." That's a compliment, really, but obviously we have to take it as a diss for some reason. Even though, you know, if I had a splinter of Eminem's talent, I'd be in a pretty good spot, one of boys. But, you know, shit is as shit does. No one do it how he does it. I'm taking the win. Mark Whites, certainly am. It's knockout tackle. Tackle's one of the best phrases I've heard for it for a while. Where's Mr. Whitesnake? Where I haven't seen him. I don't get all the fucking comments, you know. Is Mr. Whitesnake here? Silent S in the building. Can you imagine? Apparently, so the groundsman says, Leeds United, Meslier, Silent S is on fire. But why wouldn't he be on fire? The bloke will be a shot stopper. He's decent distribution. He's had a terrible 6, 8 month, 12 month. Terrible. But is that it then? Does he no longer play football? Like for anyone ever? Do you know what I mean? I actually mean that. And I'm being slightly pedantic about it. I don't particularly like the idea of Mez coming straight back in. But Darlow dropped a turd, didn't he, against Wednesday? So is my man Mez, Silent S. Who's next? Peri Sauce haven't filled me with glee. Has he filled you with glee, Peri Sauce, genuinely? Because he hasn't me. Or Mr. Whitesnake. Joe Depp. It's on that Peru Risley sauce. Never mind none of that peri sauce. And that Meslier Silent-esque. It's up. If Mez comes back, can you imagine how long? I actually mean, this is actually right. we're getting a poll up before I'm asked. Let's get a poll up here. How many games, how many clean sheets before you trust Mez again? I can't fucking spell. -5, +5, +10. Get stuck in. AO loves a poll, so I'll get stuck into that. I actually mean that to some extent, though. I'm only messing about, but like Peri Peri Sauce has got what, 2 clean sheets? Beat Everton 0-0 with Newcastle. Obviously got spanked to Arsenal. So can you put your hand on your heart genuinely and say Mez don't get them 2 clean sheets? Because I am not sure. I don't know what Peri Peri Sauce has done, apart from fold over like an omelette against Arsenal. I think Darlow keeps 2 clean sheets. We're definitely not with the 5-0 Pagarin we got. I think, to be brutally honest, Peri Peri Sauce. But I've said that the reason why, let me talk about this briefly. The reason why I won't worry about it even remotely is Peri Peri Sauce. I think a couple of keepers save. One of them, I think he folded over like an omelette for a couple of shots. I thought I don't know if it was Saka or whoever fired it up into the roof at net, and he were like really late to the party, putting his arm up. So them two get saved or whatever. I still think all the rest of them go in. We still get beat. The games the keeper will save you in is the 0-0s, isn't it? Where you go like, you've actually pulled some out of bag here. And truth be told, did he pull out of bag against Newcastle? Did he pull out of bag against Everton? You know, we've had Trafford, the best keeper in the world, haven't we? It was just the penalty saver. Then he's gone to Man City, and if he ain't saving penalties, what's he doing? Nobody knows. Farker has a nice point incoming, says 78 RPM. Love it, big man. Roller blunt, yes, sir. Worried about these lack of goals, says Brett 89. That's what I'm saying. We have to work up towards this, big man. We have to get into some form. We have to give an opportunity for the club to actually. We've played Everton, who are a decent side. Let's not have it twisted. Not lost a game since we played them. Have they won all the games? I think they've won all the games since we played them. We're currently 3 games in, but so the Everton narrative would just be shot down saying, yeah, well, they've played 3 games. Like, yeah, but we beat them. So we seem to have an habit of beating Everton just in, Rafinha days. We beat them. Get over it. Do you know what I mean? Then we're into Arsenal game, get paggered. And then play Newcastle, are a brilliant side, 0-0. We've not played yet a shit team, a team that you would consider turgid, pants, pap, whack, crap, poo, plop. So let's wait. If we can't create a chance, that's why I was saying the other day, like if it's unfortunate we didn't create a lot of chances in Sheffield Wednesday, because you'd have just gone, oh well, fair enough, We're still able to create chances. We're like, oh, why is this? But don't get it twisted as well. It's not. We've not gone from last year being like the absolute boyos in terms of creating chances and stuff, and then ended up in a scenario where we get however many goals, 100 points, can't stop scoring, beating teams 5-6, 7-0, and then just can't create a chance. I honestly thought we created more chances against Newcastle than they did. I thought we were more threatening. And if you were watching that, I know a few Newcastle fans, and I know one who's my very, very good friend. And he was super frustrated with the fact that Newcastle didn't do it, and we nullified him. And like, well, how are you getting the better chances? Well, if the roles were reversed, if you were just a Leeds fan, then we'd come up into Premiership and then Newcastle are dominating and we sort of get away with it and you get a 0-0, surely you'd be delighted. You'd go, we played against Newcastle tonight and we did well. Like, yes, they had a few chances, but they didn't score. They didn't really threaten. Like, you know, that's where we're at. AMG nearly popped out and mentioned Mez Santos on the bench. Dr. Cura says if we score the first 5, I think we'll win. I think that's liberal. I think it's 5, 6, maybe 7. Larry Stretch, you're in, man. Done me there again. Sucking back on Grandpa's old cough medicine. Trying that new Clarkson ale. Expensive, mind. Larry Stretch. Do I know you, Larry Stretch? You just freaked me out a bit there. If I don't know you. Sipping back on Grandpa's old cough medicine is Dumb and Dumber, and then the new Clarkson ale. I've been drinking the new Clarkson ale tonight. So the fucking I can't remember what it's called. I actually can't remember what it's called. It's not that nice. I've done my best to like it. What's it called? Hawkstone. Would you say Hawkston or Hawkstone? It's tricky for me, that. Pete Booth. That spelling might be... You just can't... I'm unsure. Pete Booth, I'm unsure. Roller Blunt, get up. 3-0 Leeds, DCL, Dan James and Road on Big Header. Get up. Stack with delivery. Have to be right for some reason. JT says Patrick Bamford. Yeah, hopefully we can shut them out. Fulham aren't that good. Fulham aren't in any good form, are they? What, they got 2 points? 2 points out of 9. That's a bad start. Seems like Fulham genuinely they can collapse and end up in, like, everybody bangs on all the time for some reason, like, no, but look at these players, look at them players. It's like, well, yeah, we can do if you want to single out players. But, you know, if fucking, I actually mean this, if Nonto goes on an 8-game run, an 8-goal run over 15 games, next year, say we stay up, everybody then does the same thing, don't they, for Nonto, and they go like, yeah, but look at Nonto, like, they finished 15th last year, like, how can we ever stay up? Nonto got 8 goals last year. It's like, yeah, I'm not saying, you know, we're still yet to see that from Nonto, but Nonto's a decent player. My point being is that these players can get escalated very, very quickly. Before there's any reason for them to be, really. It can be like, you know, can have half a decent season and go, well, there's no way we can stay up. It's like, well, you've become a Premier League player at that point, haven't you? When people are talking about you as though, like, you know, you're a threat going forward. You know, we've heard all about Jed Spence getting his England cap this week, like, you know, and that's Farke's fault now for not, like, Farke tried to put him inside. You know, and then you've got Harry Kane, like, blubbling up, like, blah, 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 blah. It's fucking fuck off. Fucking heading. Yes, Dr. Curious, we do need an open play goal. I agree. Dathy, I'm not having any negativity. I'm too old. We are beating these. Dathy, fucking get up, my man. Love it. 78 RPM. I don't get why people act like we cannot create it all forever now. After 3 tough matches. Everton, first game of the season. Are Everton not up for that? Coming to a newly promoted side. Don't want to be embarrassed. Don't want to get played. You know, nullified him. We also nullified Newcastle. So This idea that, you know, Jack Grealish is on pitch and he just creates all the time. No, you know, Newcastle got some pretty decent players who seem to nullify them. Injuries aside, as people would say, but, you know, I agree, 78 RPM. We will see. We will see in a few games if we continue to not really. We've created. I thought everybody banged, yanged, and minged on about being in the Premier League, how you don't get many chances going forward, how you take, like, Bamford's only going to get one chance today, and then he takes his chance, you go, that's how you win the game. How is it now that we've gone up into the Premier League, sort of like being competitive in 2 of the 3 games, and then gone, we've not really created a chance? Like, well, we've created more chances than Newcastle, didn't we? Who are, we can all agree, a Champions League side and really quite well invested into the Premier League system. So why is it that we're the ones that's then punished for not being that creative? Like, how creative do we have to be? If you nick a goal against Newcastle, it's daylight robbery, isn't it? So let's see. I'm not saying, by the way, I don't have the answers, swear, as Kanye West would say, but let's see where we go when we get in 5, 6, 7 games when we've not created a single chance. You go, we can't create chances. I think we can create chances. I think players like, for instance, Jack Harrison off the bench will whip the ball in at every single opportunity. He will get 4 out of 10 of them right. And players like DCL, Big Metcha, will get on the end of these chances. Sue me. I think sometimes you can roll it back and actually just play traditional old school football, as it would be said. Crosses create chances. That is a fact. I don't care how fucking tactical, how gay you want to go down the line with it, whatever you want to do, however daft you want to make the football, fine. Crosses create chances. I don't want to play that way. I'd rather us dink it about, move it about. Players like Jack Harrison, players like Dan James, go to byline and they whip it in. Now, it just so happens Jack Harrison were wanted by Premier League teams for that, because he's got a nice left foot. He gets to the byline, he whips it in. He drives forward, he whips it in. I will genuinely make a case for starting Harrison with the squad that we've got. So, which will send the Voldemorts and the American fella into Overlord, and he gets to punch me out like there's no tomorrow, but I think I'm better at football than them anyway. So I reckon, you know, being able to deliver a ball would be significantly more important. Being able to do something on ball rather than just fucking about on it. I think to be honest, I think there's that much sort of held on. Like, I love Tanaka. I think he's superb. I think he's so mint on ball and stuff. But I don't know if he's better than Longstaff on ball. I actually don't. I think there's like I definitely don't know if Stack's better than him. I can't help it. There's something like inbuilt within me. I don't know if we get these players and it's just like they have to be better. I don't know. Need to catch one comments here, but I think football's quite rude to players that are actually just like genuinely decent and genuinely like could do a little bit more on ball if they wanted to, but just move the ball on. You know, like if you went to play a 6-side with Longstaff, you wouldn't get anywhere near, would you? But if Longstaff were playing with his mates, Bruno, Guimaraes, and all the rest of them, he'd just play it ball when he go, well, no, go on, mate. You're probably better on ball than me. So I don't know. You need a bit of that for me, but somebody flying in. Don't know. Get up here, Stokes. We love it, big man. James will tear them apart. Cavaloon will get 2. Joe Depp, I think Farker saw last week's poll and he has put Gray on the bench. Yeah. Don't know, Joe. What are you saying on Gray? Anthony Calorie is a bet. No team in the Prem have ever conceded 6 pens in 6 consecutive games. Fulham have conceded 5 in in a row. That is cool, is that, Anthony Calorie? Let's have it. Granada. Yes, Jack, you've got a good name, brother. Hey, Stack and Longstaff will get on the scoring board and we'll beat Fulham. Love it, big man. Richard Todd signed 10, 11 players with Harrison. Jack, how many of them starting is my worry. I think we'll win at Fulham. Well, Richard Todd, I've said from the offset, if we sign a load of players that everybody's been banging on, go get 145 players in. If 4 of them are new starters, you're in a good place. So I think we're in that spot. Do you not? So I'm. You can't sign 11 players and expect them all to start, can you? Just truth be told. Do you think that'd work? And everybody goes on about Nottingham Forest going up signing 34 players, whatever the fuck they did. It's like, got me like, hey, White Chocolate Cookies, my porn star name, obviously. Get up. You know it, mate. I'll get it back out for that. That will be so stale in about a year when I keep bringing it back out. What's occurring, big man? Have a look here. 8-16, yeah. Now getting beat, brother. Wise man once said rhinos are shit. In my whole life, I must say the only thing consistent, apart from my family, have been rhinos, and they have been quite consistently good, haven't they? So truly, though, rhinos always bounce back. Don't they have a bad year or whatever, and then they're back in the mix. It's a dangerous position to be in. That's curious. Comment's quite slow so far, but he's still behind already. Nobody do it how he does it. You know it, BMG. We're on the catch up now, though. We're on the move down. Banging Birds in Leicester is a whole new take. Only Leicester bird I think of his Vardy, and he's probably not even from there, but I reckon Parag has got Jesse on speed dial. There's to be no more jokes about that, Joe. I will stop watching. No, I won't stop watching Leeds. I'll stop watching the game of football if fucking Jesse Marsh turns back up at this club. I am watching football if he comes back. MVG. It's like Zen. It's like Buddhism or whatever. And it's like once you reach, when your pecker starts talking to you properly, I'm talking about conversation. I'm not on about just horny shit. I'm on about like conversation. Do you know what I mean? When it's like shooting the shit with you. And I don't mean political. It don't have to be like, where do you stand on the political stance? But I think your pecker knows more about you than you know about it. AMG warming up, you know it, BMG, and you know it. Bash Baits in Portugal, Leicester Bird, been grabbing my attention, hence the absence, been romancing and dancing, missing the overlap. Where's she gone though, brother? Get her involved in the overlap, brother. In the underlap, rather. Missing the overlap. I just realised I've been done dirty there. Yes, Jack, I said it in an early post. It's pointless sacking far because any future manager are stuck with the squad. And we'll find it hard to sell players, bring new players in. This is why, well, I agree. Are you on about Mez there? Because Pete Booth, I think he probably is. Yes, Mr. Whitesnake in the house. BMG. I can't see him picking Mez though. I think it's too mental though that he just goes in. JT, yeah. Imagine the sheer panic if Silentness starts. I think he'd got to go with Darlow. He's not. I'd say previously, if we'd not had the preseason that we'd had, I'd just say, oh yeah, Mez comes in, doesn't he? But Mez hasn't even been on the bench in friendly games. He's not going to come into the team, is he? Darlow is still better than Mez and our number one. Mez will still sign his pre-contract first, John. I think Darlow is probably a bit safer in general, but I don't know if he's better than Mez. If I'm honest, I actually don't. I think he's a bit safer. I don't know what a fucking keeper is anymore. I'm totally perplexed. Clean sheets, Dr. Curious. Exactly, mate. Nobody's letting them boys in. No, and you know it. Perry doesn't look very sharp to me, and distribution is always to the halfway line. His distribution is whack, dude. It actually is. I forgot about the poll, to be fair. It'd be an hard sell. Mimi says, I don't trust Meslier to catch fuck all. He's got melted butterfingers. Genuinely can't catch sod. I'd do a better job catching lighters. Nobody's wanging any lighters at you though, Mimi. But I appreciate it. Although I would say, there's more jeopardy in that, isn't there? It has to be caught, doesn't it? So, yes, Arse Ripper, what you saying, brother? He's not starting 8 RPM. Jack Meslier is obviously Leeds' best goalkeeper. Surely just work on his confidence and getting back in. Darlow is almost a career backup. I fucking, honest to God, I just thought we could get Perry in. And this isn't a diss to you, Jack. I thought we could get Perry in and just forget this fucking Meslier silent S bullshit, man. It's like that. It's not having a go. Yeah, I agree. Because my mate texted me saying, "Oh, fucking Mez back on bench, whatever." Like, oh, does it matter? Just fucking does it matter at this point? Darlow is a career backup. I agree. Meslier, silent S needs to leave in order, I believe, to create a career for himself. So I don't think the Leeds fans will let him off the hook. I don't think the English media will let him off the hook. So any mistake he makes will become enormous. I think Darlow is just Darlow. I think Perry's shit. I think Perry will... What do you want from a keeper? Funnily enough, on the overlap, which we are against because we are the underlap, Gary Neville said a couple of weeks ago, what's more important, like dominating the box, shot stopping, or you on the ball? And they all said shot stopping, dominating the box, and then footwork. I actually don't agree with that. And they all unanimously said that. And I actually think they're the three most important things as a keeper. But I think shot stopping's really low down in that. I actually do. We'll make a video on this. I'm gonna note this because I know for a fact this will get absolute pelters. But I don't think shot stopping is that important. If we're talking about goals out of the blue, I don't think shot stopping is that important. As the goalkeeper, I honestly don't. And obviously, it depends what level you're at. So, like, if you're keeping teams in games, so if you're Burnley last year and Trafford's pulling out some genuinely mint saves and it's 0-0 all the time and you're not that good, I think you need Trafford, don't you? You need his shot stopping. But if you're Arsenal or Man City, do you think shot stopping's important? Or do you think dominating your box when a corner comes in, come out and catch it, players around, you're the dominant force, you can organise your defence? Do you think that's more important? I think that's more important than shot stopping. If you're Edison, That is more important than shot stopping. Bearing in mind that all keepers, to some extent, can shot stop because that is the basis of their profession, isn't it? None of them are getting into professional football and not being able to stop the odd shot. They're not shit at shot stopping. So I think when you rank it in 1, 2, 3, I think if you're telling a kid if he wanted to be a keeper, it'd be like, are you good at shot stopping? Number 1, you have to be good at shot stopping. Number 2, can you dominate your box? Number 3, are you good on the ball? If we're talking to kids, when we're talking about a Premier League level, do they need to be good at? If they need to be good at shot stopping, you shouldn't be a keeper. Like you're not. We're playing a different game here. Yes, Marky B, Andy Rowe. Yes, Andy, give me that love. That love I desperately crave and desire. Pete Booth, on his best day, Mez is much better than Darlow, unfortunately. I agree, big man. Joe Depwell said, but that is 20 minutes ago, so I can't remember what I was saying there, but Arse Ripper, everyone's just getting a shout out, the truly deserve. Bash Bates, we'll never trust Meslier soundless again. He costs us everything. I never thought I'd cheer a goal if we're catching a ball, but I did. That was done when Darlow came in and caught the ball, but I don't think he cost us anything, to be fair, Bash Bates. Never mind everything. What did he cost us? Honestly, what did he cost us? We went up, didn't we? Agreed, BMG. That's where I'm at. AO says, if Meslier commanded the ball in his possession, he'd be one of the best keepers in the Premier League. Not sure about the best keepers in the Premier League, but I don't think he'd be a million miles away. I'm too far behind Mark B. This is what happens. Just feel he never played catch as a kid, and it really shows sometimes. Mez will be that guy, though. You know, like when you line up against him, you put him in top bins and that, and he's just picking them all out. It's just like, how the fuck? You don't get to that. I actually mean that among any Premier League player, nearly any professional player. I think you can hoax it a little bit to the top and go like, you're not actually at this level, pal. But they're all a joke, aren't they? They're all mint. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it matters if he's out the door, though, does it? If he's the best option, which I don't think he is. Oh, I don't know if he is or not, actually, truth be told. But does it matter? Does that matter? Because then your man Perry Sauce comes in, doesn't he? In January, and we just do where we were now with a potentially worse keeper. So, yes, Pete Booth, that's all I need to wear, man. Blah, fucking get up. Clem Fandango, that's good. If injuries force us to play Mez, you've got to back him, unfortunately. It won't go Mez, though, unless Darlow. Is Darlow out? Is somebody going to tell me that Darlow's out? I can't see him going Mez. Jack, if Meslier played well, he could be sold in Jan. Teams get desperate and pay silly money in Jan if they have injuries in a certain position, presuming he doesn't have a full-on redemption arc. Yeah. Baby Bremner, hey up, Jack. Evening all. Domino, it's the onion bag this weekend. Gets up. Hawkstone. Know that? Is that what we were on about earlier? Shout out to Haley. Graduation today. Get up, arse ripper. Who's Haley? But shout out to Haley regardless. I need to catch up here, boys. It's at least 5 points if it's 5 clean sheets. That's Mez giving us points rather than him losing us points. And saying quick time and Jan. Yes, Roller Blunt, get that badger up in here. Hey up, CH. What's good, brother? Welcome, boy. One of the Don Corleones. Mr. Whitesnake, a win put the London voodoo to bed and shove it up the naysayers. Love it, Mr. Whitesnake. Welcome. Mimi on the Badger hype. Fulham are shit. And these are the kind of games we should be getting 3 points from. Fulham are shit. The only reason I say that is because the Badgers there might be, but the only reason I say that, AO, is because if we beat them, I don't want anybody to go, well, Fulham are shit, they're below us in the league. It's like, yeah, we need it. Dathy, I trust Farker because the guy hasn't let us down yet. Enough calm for all Yorkshire. We are staying up. Beat these 3-0. Can you imagine, Dathy, if we get a few fucking open goal, like if we actually run them ragged and win a game 3? I don't mean just against Fulham, just in the not so distant future. You know, Wolves haven't been great, have they? If we beat Bournemouth, say if we win 2-0 against Bournemouth, say for instance we draw 0-0 with Fulham at weekend. Whatever happens against Wolves, you take whatever, as in like I'm just doing a hypothetical, and then we beat Bournemouth like 3-0, and we really like we're getting some gauge going on. Can you imagine? Because surely everybody else would just be like, we're getting into form here. We're understanding the league. We're getting on board with it. I think Nantes will have a good season. 78 RPM, I honestly do. BMG, we ideally need to get a few wins in the next few games, relatively easy games, and the teams won't have gelled yet. It gets tough after these next 5 or 6. We need some points on the board, big man, but we are currently up to that. Let's have a look at see what we do at Fulham and go from there. Mimi, smash like and get them badges in and over here. Gear to what likes we on here? 52, got 70 watching, 52 in the building. Let's have it. Yes, Joe Depp, I agree, big man. If we can get any point away from home, I don't want to be that guy, but any point away from home, I mean, I'm over here for. I'm living full charge for it. 0-0 at weekend. I don't care. I'll be going along with it. I can't believe the amount of people that were like moaning about the fucking Newcastle game. I'm like, my mates all done like, oh, I fucking loved it, man, in Ellen Road. Like, just kicking up a fuss and being competitive, being a nightmare. Not many chances, like feeling like you can win the game and you leave 0-0 and you think, there's a good point in it. I just want to watch and be like, is this not good? I don't know. I'm from fucking Bowyer days, Batty days and Oliver Decor days and that way. And, you know, Harry Cool days where he'd pull some out bag and you just go, well, that's how you win 1-0 today. Everybody else just being unbelievably competitive and mint at football. Unbelievably mint at football. But not being able to do the R9 stuff on the ball, going from 40 yards and that. And that's when you need your Rafinha or at the time Harry Kuehl, who you'd be playing Chef Wednesday back in the day when they were decent. I know we got beat some a few weeks ago. And they just put it in top bin and you go, well, fair enough. That's how you win football games. Do you know what I mean? We allegedly don't currently have that. You know, maybe Okafor is the next Rafinha. I doubt it. But, you know, we just have to. You can win games by being competitive at this level. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any alt less than that. Hurricanes are Belen, says David. I'm inclined to agree with you just because he doesn't play for Leeds. Love it. Harry, mate, your tongue's too big for your head. Canelo or Crawford? Do you know what, BMG? I would love Crawford to win. I'd love it if we beat them. I'd really like Crawford to win that, but I just don't think he will. I don't think Crawford can. I don't think Crawford can knock him out, and I think Canelo will win on points if he don't knock him out. So I think Crawford has to go and get him. And I don't think Crawford will. I think Crawford will happen his chances and try and get him out of there. I don't think he'll try and get him out of there. I think he'll try and Mayweather him back in the day, and I think Canelo will just be too much. I don't think he'll be able to keep him back. I think Canelo is a shell of the man he once was, to be fair, a few years ago. But regardless, the bloke's impossible to knock out, isn't he? Because he's been in with some big boys on a Canelo, and they've not been able to knock him out. So I love Crawford. I would love Crawford to win. I'd love it if he beats him because I've got no affinity towards Canelo whatsoever. I genuinely don't. I don't even particularly like him. But I can't see Crawford winning. But what I do know is I'll be sat up late night watching it. So might even go live for it, BMG. Be slushed out my head Saturday night watching it. Might even go live for it. Stats suggest we have a solution. Yes, get up, AO. That's who we want, mate. Say stacks. Can't even say it once, mate. Stats 3 times fast. Stacks. Stacks. Brett 89. Next 4 games: Fulham draw, Wolves win, Bournemouth lose, Spurs draw. Bish, bash, bosh. Why not, boy? You get some AMG. Yes, JT, get that badger up and in on and over here, brother. 78 RPM. It's a fact. It's factual, brother. CH, did you know Canelo means cinnamon in Spanish? CH, I was messing around with me here. Translate. Spanish. Should have shared my screen for this moment, shouldn't I? But cinnamon. Canelo means cinnamon in Spanish. To what the? Let's just try it. Sin. Oh, my lord. CH, get up in and on and over here, big man. Fucking get up. We'll just go. Fucking love it, big man. How's about that? And I spelt cinnamon wrong. So I can confirm even after changing it, it's still Canella, but double N Mon. Yeah, it's still Canella, but you know, I'll be forgiven. I will be forgiven. What's occurring here? Are we being gingerphobic here? 10 points. 10 points. Let's manoeuvre on it. Oh, Sean Rooney. Fucking hell. Thank you, big man. Sort this out with it. I'll put shot stopping here because we need to remember, don't we? We're not having the Sean stopping. The shot stopping, rather. Sean Rooney and Larry Stretch. Biddly bar. Yes, yeah. Shout out to Larry Stretch and Sean Rooney. The boyos. We're catching a bit. I've lost where I'm at now, so... Tommy K. It's a good name, mate. You'll soon see Fulham ain't shit. Love it, brother. Hit them likes, says JT. What we got here? What we got going on? BMG, I did what I thought was a cracking joke the other day and no one laughed. I'll try and tell it in a few characters. Pete Booth, BMG, fucking BMG's a Donny. Pete Booth, Fulham are certainly not shit. Did you watch them against Chelsea? No, is their current form not shit? Do we not have to beat everybody that is beneath us? Pete Booth. There has to be a level of shit, doesn't it, that we have to not be within. So we're either within the shit or we're not shit. So that's my point. We're currently above them in the league. 3 games in, granted, having taken a tonking to Arsenal. But at some point you have to go, well, they're shit to me. So Fulham, do you disagree? We need to try to get some points off them. Or if Fulham are just too good. If Fulham are too good, then we're going down, aren't we? They got beat 2-0 to Chelsea. So how good were they? Because everybody's telling me that we weren't good against Everton and we weren't good against Newcastle. And yet we beat Everton 1-0 and we drew with Newcastle 0-0. Fulham, I'm being told, were good against Chelsea. I got beat 2-0. So I think that's a pretty shit result. BMG says, quiz night. We had to identify singers from caricatures of them. One was clearly one opera singer. One guy said Andrea Bocelli. I said, I can't see it. I don't know if that's... I've skipped forward on it in the old comments because I end up so far fucking behind. 2-0 Fulham is realistic, big man. You mean to us? Behave. Tommy K. Got to know when to say when. Roller Blunt, no one is too good with our leads. No one is better than us. We just play shit sometimes. You just got to take it. When we're cack, you've just got to take it, big man. Agreed, Roller Blunt. Sometimes we're going to be absolute pony. And we haven't been for 33%. No, for 66% of the games, we haven't been shit. So Vega says, I got Bud. Welcome, Vega, by the way. I got Bud. He'll make Canelo look slow like Lara and Mayweather did. I hope so, man. I honestly do. Neither Canelo nor Crawford has ever been knocked down. Canelo's a monster, though. Honestly, I'm so team Crawford. Honestly, I love him. He's really funny and relaxed and that, but I just think Canelo have too much for him. Moneyball minus Nonto plus Harrison plus Ogfor equals Rafinha. Pete Booth, tremendous. $78. If we can't be optimistic pre-match, any match, when can we be? Agreed, big man. But I don't particularly think, like if Fulham are unbeatable, we're going down, aren't we? I think away from home, we'll have all that on. I think it'd be really difficult. But if we can't beat Fulham, as in if it's impossible to beat Fulham, we're going down. They've been beat. They've got 2 draws, 2 points. Chelsea, Man United, and Brighton, all good teams. But we've played Everton, Arsenal, and Newcastle and got 4 points, haven't we? So you could argue that really evens out a little bit, doesn't it? Brighton, really good side, but they're not better than Newcastle, are they? Man United, genuinely, I'm not even trying to be funny, even though it's slightly funny, are the worst team. They're so bad. You can get them beat. And then Chelsea, you take your Arsenal in comparison to us, and they're nowhere near as good as Arsenal. So Chelsea spankers say, I think we beat Man United and we draw to Brighton. We're in the same place, aren't we? Fulham have got 2 points out of that. So they're not doing what we're doing thus far currently. Mimi, try replacing opera singer with piano player and Stevie Wonder. People might get it. Took me ages like a riddle, but I got it in the end. Potential there is. Try replacing opera singer with piano player and Stevie Wonder. I've absolutely no chance for this. I don't know about anybody else here. Get in and on and over here. But try replacing opera singer. Try replacing opera singer with piano player and Stevie Wonder. I could Google it. I could definitely grok it. Have I missed something here? This is the problem we're skipping forward on her. Have I missed something? I've missed something. Apologies, Mimi. We need to go again, don't we? Repeat, BMG. Repeat, BMG. There are about 8 games this season where I'll be surprised if we win. The rest are fair games. Pete Booth. Remind yourself, brother. Yeah, to be fair, Mimi. The pub's got hold of me, I think. Glang, glang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang. Glang-a-lang. Understood. $78 RPM. Don't think we should be hung up on individual matches. It's just points, and where they come does not matter. Only that we get enough, and we will. I agree, big man. But I must say, to be fair, I think there's obviously the odd game or a certain significant amount of games where you have to actually go and anticipate getting some points from, and then anything else you'll pick up is a bonus in it. But I do think I agree. So this is what I agree on. So if we get tonked to Fulham at the weekend, it just don't matter. We have to treat every single individual game like it's an individual game. I'm not distracted, BMG. I feel a little bit disengaged, to be fair, and a little bit distracted, but possibly I am. Pete Booth, just to be clear, I will be surprised if we win 30 games. Just not any of them specifically. I'd certainly be surprised if we won 30 games. MVG. Imagine jacking in the audience at a comedy club. Stone-faced. I like fucking MC Devo there. That. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? We are Leeds, says AR, and every team should fear playing us, even with an injury squad. Yeah, fuck them. Feed them rice. CH. Lands again, my man CH. CH is the Don Corleone. CH. I owe CH a serious amount of beer, to be fair. I don't, but when's quiz night, BMG? I'm so bamboozled. Not everything lands, BMG. Not everything lands. What the fuck? CH is the boyo, isn't he? He's one of many, but you're all the boyos. CH, steady on now, though, big man. We've been here before, and you're gonna give me a nosebleed, so I'm just gonna go careful, brother. Don't egg him on either, Mimi. I'm going to move that comment on immediately, but I do appreciate each and every which one of you. But this cannot be. This cannot be. Tim Roth. Which one's your wallet? I don't know who Tim Roth is. Also don't know what I don't know how to say that. Hermano. In Spanish, it means brother. But I don't know if that's what we're looking for in English. It could be English. But unfortunately, I'm on the converter now because I did the fucking thing earlier. Also means sibling. This is fucking daft now. I need to open a new tab. Can't win for loving. Oh, it just won't stick me up with the Spanish here. It's fucking crazy. Head's gone. Jack in a comedy club would be hilarious if ANG randomly gate crashed the party at the punchlines. He'd never do that though. He honestly won't. I'd be an absolute mute. Like a damp squid. Vega, the one that says badass motherfucker. Pulp Fiction, Tim Roth. I like Pulp Fiction. Oh. Now I'm on board. Doesn't it say badass motherfucker? Yes. Yes. I mean, MVG, if you don't know by now, you never knew. Yes. It does, though, doesn't it? But now I'm getting there with it. Yes, Mimi. Oh, creates an issue when I slap him about like that. I'm fucking there now. Yes, damp squid. Squib. Yes, a damp squib. I prefer being a damp squib. There's a fair few Tarantino buffs in here. To be fair, keep it squib, not squid. But I like Tarantino, as everybody in the fucking world does. I had a KFC today, JT. Just a £5 meal, fucker. One of them bastard things that I told you about. Would you give a guy a foot massage? No, BMG, but not. I don't know if this is a film quote. Could be a film quote again, but no, I won't. And it's not for any reason other than like I just won't wanna. I won't. I mean, I could. I could. I could. I mean, I've got soft thumbs and that. I reckon I could. I reckon I could work the dials, but I don't know what I'm working on. It's working. I could do it though if I had to. 78 RPM, you've got me. You've got me, man. Hey, one thing that I have to actually add to this, I would give a foot massage to Marcelo Bielsa only if he knew that I didn't really know what I was doing, and two, if he wanted it from me. I couldn't just, if he was unknown, if he just like gone in for a foot massage and they said, right, get your son in there and give him a foot massage, I don't want him thinking he's getting a good experience. I want him knowing that I don't know what I'm doing. And he said, don't worry about it. Then I'll do my best. But in terms of being like his foot masseuse without him knowing, no. But I appreciate it, 78 RPM. Someone's been kissed on the dick by a fairy. Is possibly one of the best comments I've ever received in my whole life, Mr. Whitesnake. And I'm not a million times over even understanding what's going on there, but just in general to comment saying someone's been kissed on the dick by a fairy. I think that's an impressive comment. I do. I simply must state that. When Farker hits the club target of 16th, will anyone here want him out next summer? West Brom. BMG, yes, the foot massage thing was a Pulp Fiction quote, not a direct question, but thanks for your candid answer. I did my best, BMG. It's by now. I'd suck his toes if he came back. I mean, he strikes me as much as if I saw him in the street, you'd think he was an unclean man. I actually think he's quite a clean man. I think he showers. But, if you saw him just randomly in the street, you'd think he's not the cleanest of mans. Just same with Farker, to be fair. He doesn't strike me as a particularly clean man, Farker. Maybe it's just his past. I couldn't do that. I would need money for that, I think. There won't be a lot of money. Again, I sit back into like, if he was on the acceptance, if he was accepting of it, if he wanted that, I could maybe like prostitute myself to it. But if you don't know why I'm doing it, you know, if you get that look off Bielsa and he's like, and you toe deep, like, and he looks up, oh, I'd die inside, never live again. Evidently, if you die, but I meant when if you die inside, you never live again, in my opinion. Just get him a foot spark and take it with him. Then it's not rainbow worthy. Yeah, it doesn't have to be bent, does it? But Pete Booth. Well, Pete Booth, you get the. I must stipulate that's pretty cool. So £1 for every goal and assist. So you're saying he contributes nearly 20 times. DCL contributes nearly 20 times. Love it. Get up. I'm in love with that Pete Booth. So my man DCL. Goal assist 20 times. Pete getting the love he rightly deserves. Goal against. I'm going to mess about. Goal assist. So 20 is enormous, dude. Both on the super chat and just in real life for him to get that. But I actually mean this. If my man Pete Booth is correct, if DCL gets nearly, even if he gets nearly 20 contribute, if he gets 17, if he gets £1, if he gets £17 worth of contributions, he's had an unbelievable season, hasn't he? If he gets 9 goals, 9 assists, I know that's 18. My maths isn't that bad. So let's go 19. So let's go 8 goals, 8 assists, 16 goal contributions. We've signed a worldie there, haven't we? We've signed exactly where we're at. Do you agree? There's a small topic in that, Pete Booth, so I'm just going to put talk about it. What contribution? The only reason I'm adding it on is because I look back at my notes and I go, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And I read through it and I go, like, the fuck you on about? Like, my other note is shot stopping. So I need to caveat that. So, like, Melee, what's important, and then shot stopping. Because I just read it and go, like, why did it say shot stopping? What's the point in it saying shot stopping? Fairy would be Mary, like a Mary Queen. Yes, JT. Smash them likes up in his bitch. 63 likes, 47 watching. Hey, now means like now listen. If we had a team we could struggling with that and bringing new players, then yes, I'd be all for replacing Farker. You're Farker out a bit though, aren't you? It's harrowing. You want Nuno, don't you? Fucking big Ange. Many on the button, mate. On the button. Burtworst is what they're called. Is it a Burtworster? Fucking. And then it's touching Farker's toes then. So you have to have in Farker's toes. It's not going to come up without, though, is it that? Let's come up with fake toes. I don't want fake toes. What's the most famous German sausage? A Burtwurst. They are tasty as shit, though, man. Like if Farker's toes do taste like that, but we was on about Bielsa's, weren't we? And are the Argentines famous for the Burtwurst or whatever? No, they're not. So do we taste toes? Do we taste toes on that level? To be fair, if Farker's toes like Burtwursters or whatever the fuck they're called, I think Bielsa's are pigs in blankets. And I love a Burtwurst or whatever it's called. But pigs in blankets, and that because that allows for a little bit of like, you know, unshowered behaviour, doesn't it, on his toes, on his minstrels, on the end of the toes. That allows for that. And that adds that extra taste, really. Because ultimately, that's what pigs in blankets are, aren't they? Shit sausages with a bit of shit bacon on. If you got a sausage, a Burtwurst or whatever they're called, Burtwurst or whatever, and got a right nice piece of bacon, wrapped it round and cooked it, I don't think it tastes the same. You have to do the shit sausage with a nonsense piece of bacon on. Bielsa. Big Angie's toes, man. Oh, fucking hell. Cleanest of men, CH. Yes, Richard Woodthorpe. Get Bamford back, says JT. Gets up. Ringo. What's the fairy thing about you? Arse ripper. You stay close now, my brother. 20 goals, I'll take that. If he gets 20 goals, I will relegate the Badger. How about that? I'll do away with the Badger. Which hurts. That runs deep. See this pain? It runs deep. Roller Blunt. Boy, I lived through the old Prem days and the O'Leary days, so I can confidently say Farker is in the top 3 managers of the last 30 years. Am I wrong? If I'm not wrong, why would you want him out? Roller Blunt. Sign yourself up, brother. Sign yourself up to the happy clappers. Because, unfortunately, dude, in your lifetime, you seem very close to my age. Unfortunately, Roller Blunt, you're absolutely bang on the money. However, you know, for some reason, if you didn't live through the O'Leary days, or I don't think the older boys, and I mean this in I mean this as the biggest legendary thing ever. The older boys, they don't panic like the rest of the younger lads panic. I think, right, so say you had a granddad who thought Leeds were mint. Leeds were mint when your granddad were young, or your granddad were of age to go out, party and watch footy. And then your dad started watching footy because your granddad loved it. And then we got good. And then you were born and we got really good. And then it turned to shit. So then people's sons then, you started saying like, we used to be good, you know, and there's like a panic ensued. You know, O'Leary, unbelievable days. So we've got like the 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties where, you know, we're like riding through it. It's a remarkable thing. Because when were we better? Because like in my head, I know like obviously the Billy Bremner's days and stuff were like borderline dominated football, but in my head, I'm like, but O'Leary's days were in like champions, like at the top level. I know the Billy Bremner days, they were winning stuff and top level, like European football and stuff. But what I understood as football, I was happy with that. More than happy with that. I was like, we're in the fucking semi-finals of the Champions League. It's so mental. It's so mental. And then to just dismiss it then. So then when we come up into Premier League, it's like, are you joking? We could be anywhere near this good. We can't get anywhere near what we got. We have an opportunity to get somewhere towards that level. And I find it inspiring and funny and enjoyable. And yet we're fucking sat here moaning about the fact we've got 4 points out of nine potential points. We've got 4 points and we're moaning about it. Mental to me. Love it, Roller Blunt. Who wants him out? And you know it. You know it. Fucking my guy. Pete Booth, 12 to 14 goals, 4 to 6 assists. It's disgusting, Pete Booth. That would be he's in the England squad, isn't he? With that. And I'm game as a badger for it. Let's have it, big man. I love it, Pete Booth. If DCL contributes 20 goals, I'll be pleasantly surprised, AO. Come on now, big man. You'd be over the bastard moon. Andy Rowe, Mr. Whitesnake, roger that. I understand. Have you had any luck finding my comments on your vlog? Andy Rowe's always up to something else, isn't he? BMG, stability and continuity seems to be a theme with this regime, especially rhymes, which is mint. BMG, I always feel like you know what you're up to, don't you, big man? It's like stability and continuity seems to be a theme with this regime, especially with the chaos of the Rads era. It would have to go very badly for them to sack Park. I wanted that, although that kind of, I reckon I could bend that into a bit of a rhyme as well, BMG. And we're everywhere here. Me no. No more Bamford abuse. Me no. We love Bamford over here. Bamford big on, unfortunately. Bamford contributes more than anyone. BMG. Oh, is it a bratwurst after all that shit I was going through there? A Frankfurter. Pete was firing on all cylinders again. It's a Jurgen Klinsmann. Fucking hell. That's exactly what it is. That's when you get the bratwurst or whatever I'm convinced they're called. And you get the ketchup and you go like that on night out. And you go and it fucking just spills all over you. Go, that fucking ketchup's dived all over me. That Jurgen Klinsmann's all over me. Beef in Argentina. A Burtwurst. What was I calling it? What is it? What actually is it? 'Cause it's not a Frankfurter. It might be a bratwurst. It may very well be a bratwurst. I thought I fucking typed it in. German's famous sausage. I'm so worried about, when I was a kid, you type that in. Only porn you could get older were fucking German. So I'm conscious to ask. What is a bratwurst? It is a bratwurst. That is what I've had, and you get a bit of ketchup on it, don't you? But a Frankfurt are like I thought I'm more of like a hot dog. A Frankfurt, a thin, part boiled pork and bacon sausage, traditionally made with sheep casing. I don't know if I want to know, and I don't mind, but I think it's a hot dog in it, a Frankfurter. A bratwurst is a big fucking sausage. I need a piss, guys. Again, I need a piss so bad. Fuck Norton Uno. Fuck Ange. I've added that. Low would be our best for the best bet for Premier League. What about Big Ange? Jurgen Klinsmann. Get him in. Beef in Argentina. Argentina fit. Have I gone backwards? I'm going backwards. Not long now, mate. No, certainly not. There'll be all lights going up. Pretty sure I saw a bus go past today with fucking some form of Christmas lights on, to be fair. So, are we dissing? Bert Verster. I'm going to have to look it up. Is there a Bert Verster? No, there isn't. No, there isn't not. Yes, MVG. I'm not boring you, brother. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, Pete. Oh no, it's full moon, half moon, total eclipse. Best ever MVG. Apart from you knowing you've been tangoed, or Belly's gonna get you. Belly's gonna get you was a fucking outrageous advert. That was so mint. Andy Rowe back in the mix. They sold bratwurst, German sausages, match days near Dark Arches around 1997. I know it's grounds and remember. To be fair, Andy, you're fucking like accuracy of random topics is off the Richter scale, brother. It's always like dated. Like I remember on June 1992. Pete Jones, my best mate, picked his nose and just flicked it in on a windscreen, and it just so happened that Tony DeRigo was driving past, and it splattered, and then he couldn't wipe it off with his window wiper, so he wound the window down, and then Michael Jackson turned up and just said, "Don't worry about it, guys." Just licked it off the windscreen. It's all too accurate. It cannot be real, even though I know it's real. And you know it, and you know it. I do need a piss. Pete Booth Farker to our forwards. Pretty pleased with Sugar on top, score a fucking goal. Let it come, Pete Booth. It's on the way, mate. It's like a long old juicer. Remember the kids with eyebrows? Cadbury had the kids with eyebrows. Can Google that. Is this a fix, this one, maybe? I don't remember that. But I'm watching that after this. I feel like I maybe do, but I feel like a bit of a pedo, so I don't want to get too far into that. Not saying that you're a pedo, maybe that's certainly not what I'm trying to suggest. Definitely top 3 since Wilco, but not if you include him. Dennis Wise, get up, JT. JT knows what day it is. Fucking Dennis Wise. Fucking Gus Poyet, get up. Farker to Aronson, clear the first man. Aronson, what's that? Farker, you heard me, just fine, Punchy. Punchy. Comparing Aronson to Rafinha isn't the same ballpark. Ain't even the same sport. Did I do that? I don't know. If I had like a Bamford head now, I don't know what that sounds like, but it should be rattling in his fucking. It should be rattling in his nest. Bratwurst. I think there'll be a Bratwurst, possibly, yeah. There'll be a Bratwurst, I think, signed for us just before we get into Champions League in the next 2 years. There'll be a Bratwurst, and we'd all be all over him. He'll play centre mid. It'll be Bratwurst. Take it easy, JT. Thank you, man. I'm gonna do one, guys. I'm fucking busting for a piss, to be fair. So, and if JT's off to bed, I'm gonna have to. Roller blunt. You can apply the same logic to the owners and how we spent. We spent over 100 million. Like, could you imagine back then spending how we did, how we do now? Then madness. P.S. Mimi has been put on the naughty step. Roller blunt. You do what you got to do. JT getting the nightly love he deserves. I do my best, PMG. You know nobody do it how he does it. Right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm off to go have a piss. I will finish this. Well, not on live stream, because that just seems weird, doesn't it? The step turns out roller blunt. Turns out you need to shut the Wi-Fi down, you know, and it's like just close it down on kids. Not that me, the kid. I'm now getting involved in your relationship, but you know, the only reason I'm saying that is because roller blunt referenced the fact he'd put you on the naughty step. So, Ina in the wings. Is it tomorrow, Ina? If so, big man. Take it easy, Pat Dunn. So I'll give Ina some love. Okay, Ina. Have the best day possible, Ina. As you well know, there's no point saying it, but everybody genuinely. I know I said it last week. It's a remarkable thing. Some of these people may know you. I don't think they do, but that's the remarkableness of it. I feel like everybody does know you, so you're a ledge, mate. Good luck tomorrow, champ. Text me. Tomorrow. I'll send you a tweet. You're a good man. I hope everything goes well tomorrow, man. Genuinely. That's exactly it. 78 RPM. It's a madness, isn't it? It's the madness, because you know you've got the upsetters in the channel, and we all like the upsetters as well. Like, you know, I'm only messing, but like, you know, I think everybody thinks different things. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's madness. No, Pete Booth. It depends, doesn't it? I'm only messing. It don't depend. Agreed. Ina, marching on together, as Mimi rightly says. You're the boy. Have a good day tomorrow. Obviously, you're not gonna have a good day, but have the best day you possibly can. Pat Dunn. You will do well, sir. I know you well enough to know. So, right, guys, take it easy, everybody. Ina, much love, man. Be the bravest man tomorrow, as you will be. Take it easy, everybody. I'll speak to you all soon. In a bit.
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is.
boom.